I'm going to be doing my first sharpening with PDTools bronze CBN stones that recently came. Thanks to PDTools for sending those to me to take a look at. This is the 100 through 3000 grit set. I'm running with a Kaviso Keen Mini here in 14C28N. I have it mounted up to a Zarlink Gen 3 with my Print Sharpco center clamp adapter. If you haven't checked that out, I'll have a link to the description below. If you own a Zarlink Gen 3, you totally need to try it out. I have my angle preset here, ready to go. I've got the edge marked with a Sharpie, and let's take a look here. This is the 100 grit stone, and I've just tested out just briefly. You can see a little bit of wear there. I'm not going to be using this on this sharpening job because this knife really isn't that bad. It just needs a little bit of a touch-up, and I don't want to get this aggressive. The 225 will be more than plenty to get us going here, but this should make a great reprofiling stone. So next up here is the 225 grit, which is where we'll be starting today. It's got grit rating ranging from 100 to 80 microns. That's what your first set of number here means. Looks very similar, even feels similar to the 100 grit to a degree. Let's see how it sharpens up. And for lubrication today, I'm going to be using soapy water here. It's my preferred method. You can use oil with these stones, or you can even use them dry if you like. I just like a little bit of lubrication to keep the dust under control. So my initial feedback is here, you can feel the bite with very little pressure. This is doing a great job of matching this factory angle here. It's not taking much effort at all. Not putting very much pressure on here. And this is making really quick work. It glides fairly easy and really doesn't take much pressure. But you can see that it's definitely doing some work. Probably do one more pass here, then check for a burr, look at it with the microscope, and maybe even flip sides. So it's got ever so slight blur on it already. I'm going to work this just a little bit more here to make sure we have a nice burr. And then we'll check it out with the microphone, or with the microscope. So much more pronounced burr here. Let's check out what that grip pattern looks like. Make sure you guys can see it. Very even, nicely following the factory edge bevel. And you can see the burr there at the end. So this is ready to flip and keep going. Now if you've watched my sharpening videos before, you know when I sharpen on this other side I like to switch hands. So I'm just going to tilt things here so I can get to it a little bit better with my left hand. And I just put my thumb in here to make sure I don't hit the bolster or roll any more than I want to. I find the plunge on a lot of the knives need just a little bit of extra time to get adjusted to the right angle. And these stones feel good. This 225 isn't too aggressive. This blade stock is pretty thin and it just needed a touch up, so I don't need to do a ton of work here. So this is just a great place to start in this instance. And I can feel a pretty big burr on this one. You can actually see it here under the microscope. See all that raggedy edge there? It's exactly what we want at this stage. And I always like to look at it with the microscope just to make sure we've got everything. The tip looks like it could use just a little bit more work, so I will work on that with the next stone. It's not much. That should be fine. And one little trick I like to do before deburring, I've got a little piece of balsa wood here, and I just like to run this across the blade to help fatigue that burr as we go to the next step of refinement. And actually you can see here all the metal that I brought down to the edge there when I did that. So I just like to do that and get rid of some of that burr. Next step will be the 325 grit stone. This is ranging from 50 to 40 micron. It's smoother to the touch. You can obviously feel that. And I'm just using that soapy water again to add a little bit of lubrication, control the dust. And these stones will break in as I use them more, and they should feel a little bit better. But immediately I'm noticing here that this is just the next step in refinement, and it's just a little bit smoother as that particle size of your abrasives gets smaller and smaller. It'll feel smoother and smoother. I notice that especially with these bronze stones, the bronze is relatively soft compared to the steel, so it glides across nicely. Remember, a lot of your knives are using phosphor bronze washers, so steel and phosphor bronze is a great combination for smoothness, and you can feel that on these stones. And the edge here is refining really nice. It's not taking really much at all to refine the scratch pattern here. Let me do a couple of sweeping passes, and then we'll look at it under the microscope. Yeah, I've already got a nice burr that's formed there. Let's check it out on the microscope. Make sure you guys can see it. And I'm really liking how the scratch pattern here is looking. I would be tempted to even stop here on some steels and just kind of see what this felt like. I imagine you do this on both sides and it'd be a nice working edge. But we'll go up to the 1100 on this one after I do this backside. And you can feel this cuts fast, but it's more controlled, and it's all about refining the edge. You really don't have to put much force into it. But still cutting plenty fast. It's not glassy, you're not sliding over. You can tell you're doing work, and you can hear that as well when you're using this. And I'm not one that needs to count each sharpening stroke. You can if you want to, but that's just not what I've ever done. But yeah, I'm real impressed with this scratch pattern here. We'll do our deburr with the balsa wood here. Can definitely feel a burr back on this side. So last up is going to be this 1100 bronze. This is ranging from 14 to 20 micron in particle size, and that's a bit of a jump from the 50 to 40, but at minimum we'll just spend a little bit more time there, and I think it'll take off the scratches real nice. My goal here is a working edge with some tooth, not a mere polish. And this feels really smooth. You can still feel it cut. It's not glassy, but it's markedly smoother as we go up in grit here. It's just a nice feeling. You know, you're doing work. I would describe it as like a luxury-like experience. And I just wanted to compare the scratch pattern here. So this in here is the 1100. Really a nice, smooth, consistent scratch pattern. And if we come out here, this is the 325 that we did previously near the tip, and you can see that just isn't nearly as refined of edge and as the 1100 is. That's what you'd expect to see, but just a bit of a comparison here. I will go back and finish this off, and then we'll flip to the other side. Loading here isn't too bad. You do notice the metal particles, but they're suspended in the fluid I'm using, which is just soapy water, and no issues there at all. So since this is essentially my finishing stone, I'm just going to take a couple heel to tip passes to finish polish. Yep, feel a burr. And we'll just do one pass here to remove any burr. Let's do two. And I'm just going to do one or two passes with the 3000 here, just to remove any burr and get a kind of rough feel for what this stone feels like. So yeah, even smoother although not a huge difference in feel between the 1100 and the 3000 grit. I'm just going to finish this with some 3 micron gunny juice on gunny cloth. Again, not many passes needed here. And not much pressure either. So let's get this out of the clamp and give it a test. Before we do a cut test, let's just kind of take a look with the microscope of what this looks like here. There we go. Look at that edge. That's a really nice looking edge. I'm pretty happy with that one there. Tip is nice and crispy as well. So let's see how sharp it is. This is just normal printer paper. Oh yeah. 18C28N has a reputation for taking a really nice edge, and that it is. Good old Uline catalog here, and it makes some nice cuts on that as well. This paper seems to matter what direction you go as well. Some it likes to cut better than others, but this is definitely sharper than it was on the factory. I'll be able to take off the tape here, keep the anodizing nicely, and this will be good to go. So this is just the first video in a couple that I plan on doing on these PDTools Premium Bronze CBN stones. If you have any questions or want me to test a specific type of steel, let me know in the comments below. If you've got these, let me know what you think of them. I'd love to hear your experience as well. PDTools is a brand that's been around for a while, but just isn't super popular in the US, so I'm glad to finally be getting them some exposure and showing you guys what it's like. I will have links to these in the comments below. They've redone their website, so it should now be easier to order these and faster shipping as well, because I believe they have a warehouse in the US. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.